come out of public hearing then. Item 11, Mr. Smith, is interlocal agreement between the City of Gastonia and Gaston County for collection of taxes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As the council will recall, I believe about a year, 18 months ago, county staff notified the city staff that they were going to begin charging the city for tax collection. The county's collected our taxes for about a dozen years, maybe longer, and the original interlocal agreement provided that they would transfer money each week on a weekly basis, and their fee was they got to keep the interest for that week. And that was negotiated, of course, when interest rates were a little bit higher, and the county felt that they needed to have a different system of being compensated for that because interest rates are so low. Originally, they had proposed keeping 1.5% of the property taxes, and the city manager staff analyzed that they could resume the collection of taxes in-house for about $200,000 a year, which would be just 0.71%. So that was less than half of what the county wanted to charge us. So after some negotiation, we have come to an agreement that the county will continue to collect the taxes at a fee of $4 per tax bill with a cap of $143,000 a year, and the term of the agreement is for 7 years. So that was basically, I guess, a negotiated compromise between the original positions. And the county's already approved this at their October 22nd meeting. I believe some of the other municipalities in the county continue their negotiations with the county and are kind of waiting to see what happens with our agreement. So that's where we are, and it is recommended for approval.
Okay, yes, sir, Doctor.
I'd just like to make one comment, and I want to thank the staff, the city manager, the city attorney, anyone who was involved with these discussions, because I think we finally come to what I would think would be a reasonable fee for the, the effort that the county's going to put forth. So I think it's a great job, and I'm glad you guys held out, and I'm glad we kind of asked you to hold out and do this negotiating. So good job.
Well put. Agreed. Mr. Gallagher, Mr. Pearson.
Is this, this is going out to the $4 fees for 28,000 residents, is that correct?
The number was based upon the amount of actual tax bills. But if you notice the way it's structured, it's a fixed, it can't be any higher than it's a fixed fee for 7 years. So no matter how many new bills are generated, as we grow, there'll be more bills, our number won't go higher. So 143. Yeah, how many bills did they estimate? Remember, they were having a hard time. The county was having a hard time saying exactly how many bills we had.
Really?
Yes. Pardon me? Just under 36,000 bills.
So $144,000, which is under the 200,000.
Yeah. And in addition, we don't have to spend the other money that we were talking about. The software money was $130,000 there, and we don't have to convert all of this. Although Susan Klutz was looking forward to doing a tax collector again, and we don't get to garnish people's wages, and do those kind of things that tax collectors do. So we really, didn't really want to get back in that business.
I liked your idea about every resident having one bill, unless they merge them all together into one bill, because some of them look, pretty thick. Real estate. Okay.
I had a question.
Yes, sir.
Just so I understand this correctly, under 4A, it says city taxes collected by the county, including any statutory interest or penalties, shall be wire transferred from the county's bank to the city's bank daily by 11 o'clock a.m. on recognized holidays for the bank. The city and county bank transfers shall be made on the last business day preceding the holiday. So that means that's eliminated the whole interest thing,
Yes.
correct?
Absolutely.
So there's
They
no
agreed
interest.
to They agreed today.
When the first draft came to
Yep.
me, it had the $4 per whatever. It had weekly transfers, and then it continued to have the language that they got to keep the interest. And our point was that was the old fee in the old interlocal was the interest, so you can't have the interest anymore. And once the managers started talking about it, the managers agreed that the transfers will be made daily.
I like that.
So
I like it.
Everybody has had a little piece of negotiating this agreement, quite honest.
Well, I know a lot of work went into it, and
Now,
I,
including the council, because I know you all have told the county commissioners quite emphatically what you thought one-on-one in several
Yes, we
instances about this, and we do appreciate that.
but thank you to the staff. I know y'all worked long and hard on this, so.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Melanie, quick question. If you have this, what would the interest rates, prevailing interest rates, have to increase to for us to be able to offset this with any idea on us getting those monies daily now? Any idea offhand? Okay. I just wanted to see what our break-even point would be. Thank you. Nothing further, sir.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
Just one question of the city manager. The money that was budgeted, I keep going back to the budget issue. The money that was, that we did budget for the transition, will now be put where?
To the thermometer.
Thank you.
And the new thermometers that we're developing, and we'll be talking about those, next month.
Right.
What we've done is we have extended them, and we actually, built a little longer ones, so there's actually some employee pay, potentially, to take a look at that, so we built that. And so the money that was left over from last year's budget, we've pushed that into the 2015-16, and so what that does is that money just falls to the thermometer and helps us, because I think we're about $400 and some thousand off for next year, so that'll kind of bring it a little, just another, so maybe we'll get to, $380,000.
I'd like to have a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we've had discussion. All in favor? Once again, Jenny's